All right, actress Reese Witherspoon, let's invite her. She might be in town. All right, well, she has parents talking on both sides after she made a comment in a recent interview. The mom of 3 said she's done painting a really pretty picture about real life for her kids. She says sometimes the kindest thing we can do for them is let them know when they're just plain bad at something. Quit crying and move on, people. Join me now to weigh in on this parenting tactic is comedian Hank Denson, author Amy Lyle, and Kara Kinnear. Stuck around after that delicious piece of tender. What was it? Not tender. Oh,
it's amazing. A piece of heaven looked like.
Really was.
Short ribs. Short ribs.
You guys were eating before they even explained it.
Well, I know Christine did that. She goes, "I'm going to taste it." I was like, "Go for it."
I know. I was right when I asked the question. I'm like, 10. All right. Okay, from food to food for thought. In an article, Reese recalls a moment when her daughter was crying because she was the only kid on the basketball team who didn't score. Reese said, "Listen, maybe you're bad at basketball." Her daughter thought it was mean, to which she responded, "Is it mean or is it true?" So we're kind of diving right into this. I mean, I want to start with you, Kara. Have you ever thought that your kids, but they're kind of at a young age, maybe weren't so great at something? Well, you
I mean, I take joy in telling them they're not great at things.
Right.
I'm just kidding. But
they're young.
Yeah, and like every life lesson that you learn is usually from some sort of failure, right? Or not being good at something. So how are you supposed to improve if you don't know how bad you are at something? I went out for volleyball and basketball. I was horrible at both. And in volleyball, after a week, the coach was like, "Would you like to be the manager?"
Oh, well, that was
like,
water
boy? Manager? I was like, "No, I'm here to play, coach."
And he's like, no, or she's like, "No, you're not." She's like, "I don't think so."
So bad. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Would you like to be the manager?
Did you cry? I mean,
yeah, I cried for 4 days.
But you're the manager, though.
Yeah.
But then you got into track.
And then,
Lord, no.
Kara's like, "No, not that either."
Field day was like a nightmare for me.
Looking back now, can you just say, I totally appreciate that, you know, they were like, maybe this isn't your jam. Move on to something that might be.
Yeah.
Here she is today, ladies and
Look at
gentlemen.
that. She turned out all right.
When I played basketball, the coach was like, "You're going in, Cunningham." And I was like, "I'm just here to socialize. I don't want to go in." I wouldn't go into the game.
Really? You just want the uniform and hang out?
I just want to hang out.
And the team picture.
Yes, thank you. Yes, okay, enough about me.
Amy, how about you?
I'm a failure.
Well, I try to be softer than my parents were. Like, my dad made me take clarinet, and then he heard me practicing clarinet, and he's like, you know, "No, you're not going to do that," because I was so terrible. But I think I'm like, it depends on my motivation. Like, I wanted my daughter to be a strong swimmer. She was a terrible swimmer, but I made her do summer swim team. And every time she'd be like, "Did I come in last?" I'm like, "No," but she did. But the gig was, you know, going on for 3 years, and then I let her quit. But I wanted her to be a strong swimmer. I wanted her to get exercise. And then by the time she was 8 or 9, she knew she stunk. She never got a ribbon.
Yeah, but she was like, "Mom, how about now?" And
how about now? I'm like,
"No." You're like, "But here's some ice cream. We're going get some ice cream."
I don't have to worry about you around the pool.
Exactly, right. You don't have to worry about, well, you were smart, so it depends on the motivation.
Right.
And how about you?
You talking about me or my parents?
Let's talk for your parents first.
My parents they didn't come to any games.
Neither did mine. Neither did mine.
They
my mom did.
My mom and dad were like, "How good are you?" We're not coming down there.
They were like, "You're a solid
We're gonna get your uniform.
What were you playing?
Basketball. I play every sport. Basketball. My father, I had one asthma attack on the baseball team on the field. He was like, "I'm not coming back down here."
That would be embarrassing.
No, it wasn't that. It was just that he was like, "I can't handle you getting sick playing." That bothered him, but they didn't come to sports until I got to high school and I was like in the paper. And then they were like, "Oh, he's good."
Yeah.
But it was, my parents weren't about, "Oh, we're going to come and spend a lot of money." They were like, "Look, we're going to get you the uniform, we're going to get you on the team. But dude, get your own ride, get all that, because we wanted you to commit to it."
Right.
Like you can easily say, every week we came in, "I want to play drums, I want to play piano, I want a guitar."
Right.
But every week they would buy this stuff, and my mother was like, "No, you know what? Y'all gonna have to stick with something.
Right. Right.
Show me you want to do it more than I want you to do it, and then I got you."
Right.
And then so they were just like, "We're not going." With 3 or 4 games, I quit. Like,
we make them finish the season. If they start something and they realize they're terrible, we're like, "That's fine," but you're part of a team, so you have to finish the season, soccer, and then you can try ice skating, then you try ballet, whatever. But finish, be a team
My son
player.
did the same thing. Like when I tried, he played flag football. He ran like 3 touchdowns. I was like, "Oh, we got a star!" One of them kids popped him off the line in the mouth. He was crying, ran to my wife, and then my wife was like, he's out of here. And I'm like, no, he's got to finish.
He's got to finish.
He did the same thing Kara did. He was standing there. I was like, why is he in the game? He told the coach, hey, my father said I just got to be here. I don't
Right, and that's it.
And I'm like, you ain't playing?
At the end of the day, I love that Reese's, you know, her philosophy is making kids their lives, you know, golden and magical all the time. So we've talked about this in Real Talk all the time, that, you know, we are setting them up for major failure, disappointment, or being unable
or needing
to
medication.
handle, right. The curveballs that life throws at us when we're just like, you're amazing, you're incredible. My mom was the same way. She was very pragmatic about, I mean, I wasn't very athletic, so she let me try something and then would be like, all right, why don't you move on? Cheerleading, I tried out twice. I'd hyperventilate before I even made it through. I would get myself so nervous, but finally, I know,
I'm sorry to laugh.
It was so sad.
Hair done, makeup, all that.
And then I'd be like, and I had
you were on the field with the asthma thing.
Yeah, but I would fake it. I would fake it.
Oh, it was so sad. But the final year, I said, Mom, I need you to go to a meeting and sign this permission slip. And she goes, not again.
Oh, gosh.
She goes, honey, you can't put us through this. You're going to be so disappointed. And I said, I don't even want to make the team. I want to make it through tryouts.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. I remember you said that story. Yeah, I remember that story.
And I was like, ha, everybody. But I mean, it's not like I became a professional cheerleader. Yeah. But she was like, look, you're talented at other things.
And look at you now.
And look at here I go.
Look at it. Every day before the show.
High kick for nothing.
High kicks for nothing.
Just have it. I got whatever you need.
Those high kicks are not for nothing.
Yeah, that's right. That taught me, teamwork, agility. Yeah.
I just think the money we spend now, we spend a lot of money,
control.
so I need to get to it. Like my daughter has played a lot of soccer, so thousands of dollars. My son, we thought he knew what was going on. He got on the soccer field. He had no clue. He's like, I'm like, dude, you don't know how to play? I'm like, we gotta get you out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, can we get some of this money back? Yeah, we're gonna get him right on rec.
I know, we're doing cheer now. My goodness gracious. Just kidding if anybody from there is watching. I mean, good.
Like, so you must cheer
are your kids
in foreign
tumbling?
nations.
They're tumbling and the cheer, the competitive cheer.
It's a lot.
I will tell you, it is made, like my Kate, who's not very athletic, I've seen her really come a long way since August. So that's what it's all about. All right, instead of kids now, I want to turn to adults. Kara, if you had a conversation maybe with a friend of yours or somebody that's so close with you, maybe about a dream that they had and maybe you recognize this dream wasn't going to go anywhere, would you have the courage and the strength to go, listen, I really want to have a talk with you?
Dream squasher.
Would you be a dream squasher?
No, I don't think so. That's what I'm here for, is to tell people they're awesome. But I think there's ways to do it where you're not like squashing somebody's dreams, but to be like, you also need to be practical. I mean, I think like setting goals and deadlines for yourself. Say if somebody wants to achieve something in 10 years and they can't, I don't know, then maybe it's time to move on. Right. You don't want it to be debilitating for yourself.
I still want to be nice,
struggling. Yes, I'd be like, yeah, maybe we should move on. But for the most part, I'd be like, you can do it.
Yeah, not right. And that's your personality. Yes. You're encouraging, but sometimes you have to have those hard discussions. Like I had a friend of mine who was an actress, and she'd get on CSI, but then nothing for like an entire year. And I'd be like,
right? Are you hungry or not?
Right?
How hungry are you?
Exactly.
And the hustle.
Let's set some deadlines and let's think about what our exit strategy is. But there's got to be a good way to say it. You seem like you'd be brutally blunt.
Whoa! I work in comedy, so I don't have to tell you that you're not funny.
Immediate
I just put you on a show.
Oh God, exactly.
And then it gets crickety. They were like, yeah, and I was walking in, and then people.
Oh shoot!
See, I'd be like,
me too.
You're great.
I would laugh.
And then I ask them when they get off the stage, how did you feel?
Oh.
Man, nobody laughed.
Right. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Well, no, but I mean, he's on
because it's not a game to play around with.
It's true. I know. It's
people on Instagram are hilarious, but you go on stage, you're not.
It's different.
It's
Same
a lot
as a cocktail
going.
party. You can be a really fun guest at a cocktail party. It doesn't relate to stage.
Your mama thinks you're hilarious.
Yeah. Do that show for your mama.
And that's about it.
But you hit the club, they'll be like, nowadays they'll take a picture of you, get your Instagram and send a picture of you bombing. And be like, oh,
video.
Yeah. Maybe, what about from friends to hard conversations with yourself? Like in this, kind of same thing. You're comedian, writer. Like, at what point have you ever had to say, you know, maybe I need to, or have you?
Never! I'll never give up.
Never give up.
Well, you know, when I wrote the movie
it,
and that lawyer said, you know, you're nobody, you don't have any money. He's like, you have to get on the map. That was 7 years ago. And so I was like, okay, I'll write a book. I'll do this. And you know what? I got a movie deal.
Yes,
that's how it works.
But I had to do other things.
Tough skin, no.
Yeah.
No is, in some business, no is the curse to be like, oh, they don't even know what they did.
Or
they
no, like, so then tell me
beast.
what to do to get to that. And they're like, you need to do this and this. When we search your name, we better find your name.
Yeah.
And then, you know, less than a year later, after taking that advice, I got a deal. So sometimes you have to stay with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But also you had other things that you were doing to sustain yourself and to make your reality easy and
I had to write freelance. I had to, there's other things you have to do.
Carrie, you wanted to say something.
Oh, I forget.
She was so excited about Amy's movie deal.
Shut down.
I did. I was thinking about 25 things, but no, that's so exciting.
There's things you may not ask for. There's stuff that you may not ask for. And like you said, you may have needed that push. Just like I have a teacher thing that helps me to stay focused on why I need to do more comedy, more stuff, more things I need to touch so I can help there.
Yeah.
So in retrospect, you just need to have a gut check with yourself every so often and be like, what are you doing?
And celebrate the little wins. Maybe you can't make a living, but you could do after work or whatever. Like, you can still work on your dream.
If that's truly your passion, absolutely.
Yes.
We want you guys to weigh in. Go to our Facebook page and tell us what you think about Reese and you know, that tough love aspect of parenting. I like it personally.
She's got a lot of money though, so she can just tell kids, no, but we're gonna get you a Tesla.
Ponies for everyone.
Speaking of being honest with ourselves.